You might want to turn on your ops.
Oh, I might.
Hi,
It might
hello,
even be
everyone.
important. Is it?
Well, yes, you're a bun bun. I thought that was a qualification to be a bun bun. Hello, everyone. We're starting slightly late, but in good spirits and cheer. We were able to help a friend of ours get her clear on Rathalos for the Great Hunt Extreme, which is a real pain in the watuti.
There's a reason why I call him Stunlockalos.
Yes, 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 yes. That and he has no aggro table.
Okay. Or actually... Okay.
There we go. When you're ready, let's go do the Lancer quest. By the way, camera is on you.
Hi,
Pokey
Mom.
pokey. I hope everyone's weekend has been wonderful. We've been mostly lazing around playing FF14. Gee, there's a surprise.
Well, maybe you have.
Well, we did get a lot done today. I mean, we got 2 good takedowns of Shinryu. We got our Alchemist quest done. We got the recent holiday done, of which we will do the recent holiday on our buns come...
Presumably next week.
Yeah. Though we probably don't need to be in party for this.
In fact, they'll probably insist that we not be party for this.
Something like that. Wrong way!
That's right, it's further north.
Yeah. You are just autopiloting to the Leatherworkers Guild.
Pretty much.
No, Giva cannot use our beautiful rabbit pelts to make moccasins out of. As much as she would like. Sorry, rabbit jokes are bad. But we'll continue them nonetheless. Oh, you go there. I'm gonna go and sit down over here.
Yes, Wayne? You want it
There
now?
we go.
A dangerous proposition. Guildmaster Wayne urgently needs you to travel to the East Shroud in his stead. Ah, Ladonia, you come at a good time. I urgently require your help. Scarcely a bell ago, our old friend Folks paid us another visit, seemingly intent upon reprising the performance he gave on the day of your first meeting. As on that occasion, he raved till the air was thick with slanders, declaring every soul who met his gaze more craven than the last. This time, however, not all ears were deaf to his myriad provocations. It seems one of our younger members took offense at his words and demanded satisfaction of the rogue. The two have since departed to duel in the East Shroud. Had I been on hand, I would have forbidden such folly and rebuked the lad for letting pride cloud his judgment. Alas, I learned of it too late, and the boy is gone. All we can do now is ensure that the hot-headed fool does not come to lasting harm. I would have departed in pursuit of the pair ere you came, but my duties keep me here. That is why I turn to you now, Ladonia. Pray go to the East Shroud in my stead, and watch over our comrade. Yay, to the Bunmobile.
Nope, you're going ahead. This is all you, girl.
Now, that was East Shroud?
So go out the ferry.
True.
Minoshira. Welcome, welcome.
I mean, this dock just goes to the residential district, doesn't it?
No, it goes to both.
No.
Sorry,
The
you do not
Funmobile.
have.
Not going very deep in. Thank goodness. Parts of this zone are dangerous.
Yeah, you don't want to go into the bramble patch. That would be bad.
Well, I see you're doing well.
He means well. He's trying to help.
Just see, faults. So you meet again. You remember who I am, I trust. It's been a couple weeks. I do, or who are you again? I'm not that much of an enemy. But of course you remember your mentor. He who taught you the true meaning of courage. I understand that you were able to retrieve the Stone of Courage in Spirit World. It seems I was right about you. You have the makings of a true Lancer, unlike those charlatans at the Lancers Guild. It is well that you have come to me, for I have just a trial for you, one that will do wonders for your courage. Not interested, you say? But you have no choice. If I have no choice, is it really courage?
No. It's blackmail.
Should you refuse, well, suffice it to say, I will not be able to guarantee the safety of your comrade here.
Yep, blackmail.
Yeah. When last we spoke, I told you that a Lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Needless to say, the threat posed by ordinary creatures is insufficient. You must needs seek out better support. But fear not, for I have taken the liberty of finding you something suitable. No, really, don't go through all this trouble. It's not necessary. I'm happy, but you're not listening.
No, he never does.
Take this alchemic potion and sprinkle it upon the exposed roots yonder. Doing so will garner you the wrath of a certain creature, which you must then strike down. This sounds like something I might want to be in White Mage for. This sounds like my White Mage quests. I mean, dealing with the anger of the forest and all that, I really shouldn't be incurring the wrath voluntarily. You suppose they'll listen to me if I tell them it's not my fault?
No.
A highly toxic liquid entrusted to you by the rogue Lancer Force. Marshmallow, you'll tell him, right? He's not listening.
Oh, just stick with the pointy end.
Supposed to be protecting the forest. Sorry about your cousin over there, Mr. Sapling. Yeah, you too. Sorry about your friend Bob. It wasn't anything personal. So you've vanquished the Treant. Well done. By striking down that frenzied creature, you have further strengthened your courage. Release your comrade. Oh, I shall. Once you have completed my next trial, this one will pit you against a multitude of foes. Make your way to lightning stones in the central shroud. Once there, seek out a likely spot amongst the forest path to lie in wait. Man-eating wolves are wont to hunt there this time of year, and it should not be long before a pack appears. When the beasts show themselves, you are to slay their leader, the Alpha Wolf. I shall be observing from up close, the better to offer you advice. You're all heart.
Fortunately, you can get to Central pretty easily from here.
Central Shroud? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep, right down there.
Oh, you missed your turn. There you go.
I was busy paying attention to the fate that is not my fate.
But we don't want to be Hassenpfeffer. Well,
I remember this place.
We got to it really early as part of MSQ. That's where we first met Papalimo and Yida.
Well, guess what?
Yeah,
Risky
well.
partying time.
Well, this is why I'm sitting in the Lancers Guild while you're doing this. And no Foxfire. Waiting.
Synced down to 19. Turn off some of the lights. Defeat the wolves. Smell those wolves. This is good. Oh, they all paralyzed. Their surge is loud as the case of I'll let you know when I start.
You can do it! By throwing yourself into the midst of danger, you have further tempered your courage. Oh, okay. He's having a look up at me. I thought he just had his nose up in the air. And in the process, you have brought peace to Lifeman's Stump, a place considered sacred by the people of Gridania. Having undertaken my trials, you must now see that those issued by the guild are not like child's play. Mine is the one true path to courage. All others lead to ignominy. If you wish to become a lancer worthy of the name, I suggest you leave Wayne at his house of cravens, never to return. Nothing doing. For your sake, I pray you do so soon. For we need a guild. Yeah, we're going to have to check your audio settings because I'm coming through and I'm spiking, but your audio is barely coming across. Sorry, guys. I hope I didn't blow your ears out too much.
I don't know why it would be different tonight, compared to other nights. But I can try boosting my mic aux a little.
Well, we'll deal with it tomorrow or something. Because in order to boost you, I'm like blaring people's ears out.
Well, I am boosting my control for mic aux in the house. So hopefully that'll help some. Like I said, I have no idea why it would be different from other nights. Meow.
Well, Windows did do a recent update, and when they did the update, they like totally screwed with all my sound settings.
Well, there is that.
Because, Windows.
At least it was a major update that sounds like it happens to land on all the minor updates. Yeah, it rearranged the furniture on you, but it did take a major update to do it. Hopefully people are hearing me a little bit better now.
What you might want to do is lower my mic settings that you're getting through Discord.
Maybe? I don't know if I don't think that'll do a thing for it, though.
Because I'm having to speak very quietly to keep the sound from pegging, and it's still pegging. And all the audio is coming pre-processed through you at the moment.
All of it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the desktop audio, so let's lower that a little bit.
No, you don't want to mess with the desktop. What you want to mess with...
You are part of the desktop at the moment.
Yeah, but I'm coming through Discord. Sorry, guys. I hope I'm not blowing your ears out.
That still...
Yeah, but when you do it via the desktop, you lower everything.
No. Well, yeah. I'm talking about inside of OBS.
Mm.
This is all OBS I'm talking about.
Yeah, but in this case, you want to do it before it even hits OBS.
For the moment, I'm trying to just OBS a little bit and see what happens. Of course, I'll want to change this back in a minute, probably. Well, no, because... Anyway. Because I wouldn't even know what to do with anything else. Adonia, thank the gods you're safe. That young fool of a lancer returned but moments ago, and through choked tears recounted to me all that transpired. I understand Folks again attempted to force upon you his corrupted notion of courage. I cannot say this often enough. A lancer strengthens his courage by tempering his composure and resolve, not by rushing headlong into danger. You were able to overcome Folks' trials, 'tis true, yet know that you did so by virtue of true courage. That is, courage born of composure and resolve. You faltered not before the fury of a frenzied treant, nor did you succumb to panic when surrounded by bloodthirsty wolves. Owing to this, you are able to perform to the fullest of your potential. You've come far, Ladonia. It is past time that I taught you the piercing talon technique, one of the most versatile weapons in the Lancer's arsenal. May it serve you well. Is this a case of, now that I've fought several things at once, now I get an AoE?
Yeah.
Now, I must needs decide what course of action to take with regard to your self-appointed mentor. Though no lives were lost, this latest incident only serves to confirm what I've long suspected, that Foltz will cause great harm if left to propagate his corrupted notion of courage. He must be persuaded to desist, though I do not yet know how. Mayhap his regard for you could be turned to our advantage, but leave such considerations to me. For the time being, you would do well to put Foltz from your mind. Focus on your training and strive to master the technique I have taught you. I look forward to our next meeting. Ranged attack? No, it's a ranged attack.
Well, still handy.
Yes. And yeah, show me the money.
Show me the money.
Great. Where the heck do I put that over? I suppose that's good enough for now. Lance of Destiny. No. Trant comes straight out of Tolkien, I believe. One of the only fantasy things my dad bothered to read. He always said Gygax's mistake was introducing him to Tolkien first. After that, he didn't find any of the rest of it nearly as good.
Tolkien is a hard act to follow.
Yes! I was very, very surprised when I found out he'd been reading the Harry Potter books. Guildmaster Wayne has a trial in mind for you, which promises to be more dangerous than any you have faced thus far. 5 levels more dangerous? I've been expecting you, Ladonia. Well, I've been standing right here! How could you not expect me? You've been training hard, I trust? Oh, yes. Practicing where to put that icon on my bar. I would set your next trial one more dangerous than any of you have faced before. Yeah, I saw that in the preview. I would not send an unprepared woman to her death. Before we proceed, I must needs verify your progress with mine own eyes. You will face 3 experienced Lancers in single combat. Defeat each one in succession, and you will prove yourself fit to undertake the trial. Arm yourself and take your place in the training area. We begin when you are ready.
Dun dun dun.
And suddenly the floor glows. Soft-spoken Lancer. Next! Grizzled Lancer, level 17. Sure-eyed Lancer, level 20. I don't get anything like that with a Church of Time. Not that I'm sure I want something with a Church of Time, but it looks like it could be cool.
But it has a charge up time.
Well done, Ladonia. In general, yeah, I can agree with at least some of that. The Young Wizard series is very good. Impressive, Ladonia. Most impressive. You are ready to face the trial. Yet I did not exaggerate when I said it would be dangerous. Make no mistake, to take this test is to risk death. Knowing this, do you still wish to proceed? Yes, I've risked death many times, thank you. You disappoint me. Back again, are you? That woman is the only soul in this pathetic excuse for a guild who shows any promise. Which is why I counseled her to leave you. Alas, she chose to remain in your house of cravens. Such a waste. This guild has outlived its purpose, and I mean to see its doors shut and barred for good. If you wish to object, I invite you to do so with lance in hand. You do not want for confidence, sir, but answer me this. What grudge do you hold against us? For what reason did you choose this of all crusades? I detest cravens who would proclaim their courage, and like nothing better than to crush them. That is my reason. Well, the fixity of your purpose is clear, even if your reasoning is not. So be it. Suffice it to say that you will not have your way without a fight. Oh, but do not presume that I will be your opponent. No, you must face the lancer over whom you so grandly proclaimed mentorship, the one woman among us whose potential you can condescend to acknowledge. Ladonia shall represent us all. As guildmaster, I wager the fate of the guild upon her lance. Ha! Do as you will, coward. It is your guild to throw away. You may even set the terms of the contest. Very well. Ladonia is here to undertake a trial. I challenge you to complete the task before she does. You are to travel to the East Shroud and prove your courage before the Lord of the Bramble Patch. He is a giant amongst boars, unrivaled in strength and savagery, and ruler over all of his kind. You must go before this fearsome creature and stand your ground. Know, though, that the Lord of the Bramble Patch will not grant an audience to just anyone. You must needs present him an offering of the bloody tusks of his subjects, the wild boars that inhabit his domain. When you have prepared your offering, leave it upon an area of trampled earth. Drawn to the stench of blood, the Lord of the Bramble Patch will soon appear. That is all. Are there any questions? No. Then let the trial commence.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Gee, thanks. You're so
welcome.
supportive. I certainly know where I'm going for this one.
Ride! Marshmallow ride!
10 boar tusks. Not kidding around, are they?
No. No, they are not.
Hiya, Mr. Boar. I kind of need your tusks. Sorry about this. Nothing personal. Right then. Alright, I am still 9 levels over these guys. I was expecting a bit more of a fight. I know, I'm going to get one because I'll get level synced down later. I remember her adventuring scared in here. Mostly because of these boars.
They are a bore.
That's not a path through with. This is one of those where there's not necessarily enough boars to go around. Especially if anyone else is doing the quest at the same time. Yeah, like her.
Go back whence you came, young bun.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
If I must. Oh. Hey there, Mr. Respawn. How are you today? Trampled Earth. Yeah, that looks really trampled. Uh-huh. Bloody boar tusk. It appears the poor soul who tried to harvest this tusk before you was not so fortunate.
Excuse me.
Okay, you're excused. And here we go.
Good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
Uh-huh.
take them down and summon more? Or
Yeah,
does he
pretty much.
summon them automatically? Oh, goody! Really? I think you done gone made him mad. Yep. Told you. Yeah, he's a big one. You shan't find much sport in these two. Come back another day, my friend. Well done, Ladonia. You have completed the trial. I trust you now see the truth in my words. Hurling yourself into the midst of danger is not courage. It is folly. No, this proves nothing. I refuse to accept. You refuse to accept the weakness within you. No, Ladonia. Leave him be. Your work here is done. Return to the guild. I shall see you there presently.
Oh, you didn't get free transport.
Nope, nope, nope. That is not one of the guild benefits.
Sometimes they're nice, just not this time.
Really? Some horse.
It's boring here anyway. Let's leave.
Yeah. It's a boring place. Yes, Foxfire, I agree with you. Thanks for asking me before putting the fate of the guild on my shoulders. And yes, that last one, definitely what I was thinking. Dude, I'm like 10 levels over you. 9, actually. Close enough. And I'm on a chocobo. Pick your battles. I will not lie to you. You are no match for the Lord of the Bramble Patch. Had you betrayed any hint of fear, he would have gored you in the space of a moment and feasted on your entrails. But you stood your ground, holding fast to your composure and resolve. Thus were you able to stare terror in the face and survive unscathed. Well done, Ladonia. You have overcome the greatest hurdle in the quest to become master of your own courage. You may now bring to bear the full extent of your abilities upon even the mightiest of foes. As for Folks, well, if there's a shred of reason left in him, he will have learned the selfsame lesson as you this day. Painful though the experience must surely have been, one can only hope that it will serve to open his eyes to the truth. Go forth, Ladonia, and prepare yourself for further trials. I look forward to our next meeting. And more money. Because, yeah.
Rats?
That was someone else speaking.
Still rats?
Questions and Lancers. Ow. That's not the worst fun they've sprung on us today, but ow. Guildmaster Wayne wants you to learn from the other masters of the Lancer's art. It is good to see you again, Ladonia, and stronger than when last we spoke. Really? What, 5 seconds ago? Plainly, you have devoted many hours to training. Yeah, training, Which is just as well, for I have in mind to set you your next task. At the Bramble Patch, again, you came to grasp the true meaning of courage. Oh, okay. I would have you put that courage to the proof before 3 masters of our art. In the many years since they began their training within these walls, these men have led very different lives, yet they share the distinction of being regarded amongst the finest lancers of their time. And just as they once looked to their seniors for inspiration, so too shall you look to them. By availing yourself of their wisdom, you will take another step toward becoming a fully fledged lancer. Your first instructor is a man named Mathiomi. Seek him out at Amarex's Spire in the East Shroud, where he serves as a frontier sentry. The long years at his post have honed Mathiomi's perception. No detail escapes the man's piercing gaze. Present yourself before him for inspection, Ladonia, and do as he bids you.
Off to Central with you. Shoo shoo.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
A little.
Let's see. And... is that right? No, it is East Shroud. You said Central. You got me confused.
Sorry. I thought he said Central too.
No, you thought he said Central, and I listened to you, and I was going, Amarex's Spire, that should be East Shroud. Because you know what Amarex's Spire is.
Yeah, it's the gate to the fringes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 4 years from now.
Oh, I hope
That's
so.
the way we're going. I mean, we've been doing this for over a year now, and we're only hitting level 30's content.
Yeah, well, 35 for the main quest. So 15 levels to go. This is the reason why I don't like this part of the shroud. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of infested. I believe he's up top.
Yeah. I understood where the door was. Hi, Matthiomi. You must be the young Lancer I was told to expect. Greetings and well met. I'm Matthiomi, commander of the brave men and women of this spire. Now let's have a good look at you. I see. You possess strength and skill in abundance. Of this there is no doubt, but you still want for experience. Oh, I don't doubt you've seen much and more. Mayhap you believe there is naught left out there to unnerve you. Yet the world is wide, and only the gods can claim to know it all. You may be assured that the legendary Lancers of old faltered at times. No Lancer, nor any man, can foresee all possibilities, but he can steel himself for the unexpected. I would have you do just that. Take this bottle of fresh spoken blood and sprinkle it at the foot of the great tree to the north. This again? Doing so will lure out the creatures of the night, which you are to vanquish. This will be void sent.
You know it.
Just look at that. Warm blood of a bipedal sentient. For some unknown reason, the humors will not coagulate. Yahoo, guys.
I don't think you're having a problem.
Not yet. Level 15 is kind of low even for the level of the quest. Okay, got anything more for me? Welcome back, lass, and well done. I bore witness to your battle with mine own eyes. The blood bat bewilders its prey with a ceaseless flittering, which makes putting a spear in the beast an exercise in frustration. Frustration that may easily have given rise to panic. Yet to your credit, you fought on resolutely and thus emerged the victor. Wayne has taught you well, young one. You have a way to go, to be sure, but beneath those rough-hewn edges I see the makings of a great lancer. With my blessing, take your way to Buscarin's druthers in the South Shroud. It is there that your next instructor, Buscarin himself, awaits. The man had a unique approach to our art. Though it's a fair while since he hung up his spear, his words are well worth hearing. Indeed, lancers visit him as much for his counsel as they do his mead, good though it is. By meeting Buscarin and availing yourself of his knowledge, your lance work will surely improve. Okay, Marshmallow, we get to see Buscarin again. Woohoo!
Yeah, Buscarin's one of the good guys. Foxfire, I want to say there is, but I don't remember where he is.
Don't think so, but it's not a name I would have really noted.
Uh-oh. Be very
dear.
careful.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension in the air.
It is Odin weather.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Cold Silver, have you actually fought the Fate version of Odin?
I don't recommend doing it alone, that's for sure.
Check Party Finder to see if someone has found him and where it's up. He's up.
Who, me?
No, Cold Silver. If
Okay.
he's still in game.
Yeah.
Good luck. You're gonna die a lot. Ah, okay, never mind.
No Odin?
No Odin.
Hi, Buscarin. It's been a while. Well, if it isn't Wayne's protege, I thought it was about time you arrived. I'm Buscarin. I know. And this here's my place. I know. We've met. In case you're wondering why old Wayne sent you, I should mention I've not always been in the food and drink business. Before I opened the Druthers, I manned an outpost not far from here. Any road. Between keeping throats wet and bellies full, I ain't got a great deal of time to chat just now, so if you don't mind, I'll get on with educating you. Now take this nice bottle of full flower mead. Wait, don't open it. This ain't that kind of lesson. Darn. No, I want you to make an offering of it at Miss Stanley's Lance, which is a monument tucked away in a rocky cleft to the south of here. See the bottle safely there, complete with its contents. And when you come back, I'll tell you a story. Got all that? Good.
Yeah, be careful because there's like 4 different places in South Shroud that Odin could spawn. And
Am I headed for one of them?
You're between like 3 of them.
Yeah. Okay. So that little niche.
And trust me, the last thing you want is to suddenly find an Odin on your rear.
Oh, good grief, yes. I certainly would not live through that experience. Full flower mead. This aged honey liquor has a faint bouquet of roses and ochus. Okay then. Time to head for the safety of town while I still can.
Yes.
Because I know he certainly doesn't spawn in town, but yeah, he does spawn down here.
He does spawn just outside of town.
Yes. It's usually where I've fought him. So you offered up the mead as I told you? And without drinking a drop? Very well. You shall have a tale of me, as promised. Does he take me for a dwarf? Mistale is the man who founded the Lancers Guild, and the monument I sent you to was erected in his honor. Mistale was courage made flesh. Cut him and I dare say he'd have bled the stuff. It was him who first identified the 2 aspects of a Lancer's courage, as well as how to go about tempering them. And that weren't all he did. Seeing how the art had gone stale, what with our Lancers keeping to the confines of the Twelveswood, he sought to bring in new techniques and methods from faraway lands. But Gridania was a different place in his day. The outside world was a thing to be shunned back then, and non-Forestborn were considered faithless savages. It was even worse than now. Of course, old Mistale wasn't afraid to call that way of thinking what it was, a lot of ignorance and cowardice. To cut a long story short, despite a first full of good old Gridanian stubbornness, he finally convinced the nation to open its doors to foreign Lancers. And by blending their techniques with his own, he gave the world the art which you now practice. To this day, the Lancers Guild accepts students regardless of their origin. That wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been for Mistale. Us Lancers owe him much and more, and it's our charge to carry on his legacy. Never forget that. Eh? What's that? When's the trial? As much as I hate to disappoint, there isn't one. Or if you really want one, you can stand outside until Odin appears.
Yeah, you're not going to win that trial.
Your courage was never in doubt, lass. My part in your training's done. It is time you visited your third and final instructor, a fellow named Vauclair. You'll find him whiling away his time at the Bobbing Cork, like as not. Oh, that's the name of an inn in Folgord Float, in case you don't know. Up in the North Shroud it is. Oh boy, they are sending me everywhere. Vauclair is an old rival of mine. Me and him used to go at it till neither man could lift his spear tip off the ground. I warn you, he was a right stubborn bugger back then, and the years ain't done much to improve his humors. So, good luck with impressing him. All heart discard.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Marshmallow, let's get out of this zone before something happens. Something
Keep in
happens
mind,
that I can't survive.
He can appear in Central and North Shroud, too.
Yeah, but I thought the tension only happens in the zone that he appears in.
No, it happens throughout the entire Shroud.
Oh dear. Yep. This isn't any better.
Stick to the roads. You should be okay.
Gee, thanks.
You're welcome.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, fortunately, I think he'll only appear in Central Shroud up in the higher level area.
Now, guess
So-
where I'm headed.
Yeah, I know, but at least it means that the 1 through 10, when you're just starting out the game and trying something new, doesn't suddenly get your stepped on hard.
And now for the fun dash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, hunt targets. Not today. Not in this weather.
Wrong way.
Oh, that's main story. But that's where the marker is. Wrong marker. Upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I take it you're the young lancer of whom Wayne spoke, and an adventurer besides by the looks of you. I was an adventurer myself once. That was before I became a lance for hire. But enough idle talk. You've come to learn from me, and learn from me you shall. Be warned, though, that you will not find me as lenient an instructor as the others. Now pay attention. Thus far, you've learned to muster your courage in situations of fear, panic, and uncertainty. With me, you will learn to do so in the face of change. The enemy is a living thing, and living things are apt to change. Whatever the nature of that change, a Lancer must be able to think and adapt. And to think and adapt during battle requires courage. To teach you the meaning of my words, I would have you challenge a fiery fiend known as the Red Balloon. However, the creature will appear only when there is a raging flame. You may kindle such a flame by procuring 6 fingers from slain balloons and depositing them at a gut at the campfire. This should suffice to entice the Red Balloon. As the battle wears on, the creature's fury shall burn with ever greater fervor until it is ripe to burst in a conflagration of death. Let courage lend strength to your lance and extinguish this fiery foe. Well, isn't he pleasant? Okay.
And go out the way you came in.
So it would seem.
You can do it.
Wow, they're taking more than 2 hits to kill them. Hiya. I suppose you're wondering what I'm doing here.
And I believe the gutted campfire is behind you.
I still need another 3 fingers.
Okay. Sorry.
No.
Really? Double dope?
If you two are quite done. One.
What's that? Peck them to death?
Darn straight. And now there's a bunch of things respawning.
Well, he is a bird, so...
Well,
He's a coming. He's a coming.
he's a going. Balloon fingers. This tiny finger taken from a void scent balloon is hot to the touch. Well, you got here fast. Yep, get him bigger. Excuse me.
Marshmallow. Marshmallow? Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, they don't blow up the same way as, say, the ones in FF10 do.
Well, some of them do, just not these ones.
The balloons in Erozia could learn a lot from the Red Comet. Marshmallow, why are you on the table?
Because that's where Marshmallow wants to be.
So, you have vanquished the Red Balloon, no less than what I would expect of one of Huane's. Your enemy altered its nature throughout the encounter, thereby causing the terms of the battle to shift repeatedly. Shifted maybe once. Yet ever did you press onward, or back off when he was going to explode, your courage holding firm in the midst of constant change. So it was that you emerged triumphant. I'm not known for being liberal with my praise, but you have done well. Yours is a genuine courage. Mind you, this does not give you license to forsake your training. You are still but a fledgling among us after all. I have finished with you. You may report back to Wayne. When you do, tell that young upstart that I demand he show his face here from time to time. That is all. Does Wayne owe you money or something?
I think he might owe him drinks.
Same deal.
Now be very careful. Wrong way. Wrong way.
It's a way, but yeah.
Yeah, you want to cut that way. Especially since the other way goes right through an Odin spawn spot.
Of course it does. I do wish their maps were a little more useful, not just all yellow, with occasional spots of "Here you shall not pass." Thank you, Foxfire.
I'm sorry, I was still traumatized as a kid by the red balloon. Oh, I bet. That is very true, Foxfire.
Okay. Old Voxclair demands I show my face. I can only assume the buxom brunette at the float isn't lavishing him with the attention he craves. Very well, I shall see what I can do. Why, are you a good stand-in for her?
We're not going there. He might, but we're not.
As for you, Ladonia, well done. I never doubted that you would meet with the approval of all three men, yet I am no less proud of you for having done so. You have traveled far along the Lancer's path, and soon you will no longer require my guidance. In fact, you need overcome but one further trial to complete your education here. Do so, and I will give you my blessing to leave the Lancers Guild and embark upon a new adventure with spear in hand. As ever, apply yourself to your lance work and return when you are ready for your final challenge. I look forward to our next meeting. In, 10 seconds?
Something like that.
Okay. Proof of might. Guildmaster Wayne would set you a final trial. Ladonia, ever a sight for sore eyes. By your return, I take it you are ready for the final trial. Very well, let us... Guildmaster Wayne! You're wounded. What has happened? We were attacked, sir, by a Duskwhite Lancer, as we trained in the forest. He was impossibly strong, a demon. He kept screaming something about teaching us true courage. No, not him. Not Folks. We were in the northwest corner of the central shroud when it happened. I was able to get away, but the others... You must help the others! Be strong, man. I am sorry, Ladonia. The trial must wait. Pray make haste to the central shroud and help your comrades. And Ladonia, should folks force your hand, do what must be done. 12 speed you on your way.
Dun dun dun. Hi.
Something like that. So, this time really was central, right?
He did say central.
You're not
you
just
realize
making it
that
up this time. Yeah, but there's a short jaunt into Central, and is either that or take a slightly longer jaunt through New Gridania. So it's about as direct as the other way. And possibly a little faster. Especially since I believe he said northeast. Oh, I guess he said northwest.
Just as a reminder, we do have a blue unlock here that we need to take care of at some point.
Here, what, Central Shroud?
Mm-hmm. You could see it on the map when you opened it up.
I was kind of busy. That one?
Mm-hmm.
I believe I was pointing that out to you a couple weeks ago.
It's something just to keep in mind.
Yeah. Is that the replacement?
Hmm?
No, Virgin Hand. Trying to think of which one that is.
That is the. This is how to train your chocobo in a stable and change its color,
Ah. Okay.
which you can't do unless you either A, hit 50, or B, are in a guild.
Right. Oh,
And-
we're in a guild.
Yeah, but we have no access to a stable.
Yet.
Oh, sorry. You have access to a stable because I have you in my
Yeah.
on the house list, which means I can't sniff.
This time, I'm of the appropriate level. I'm not getting synced to something slightly higher than it. Help! For the love of the 12, help me! Oh dear.
That's a lot of raptors.
Maybe even pocket raptors. Okay! They like me.
They're a little big.
Yeah. Thank goodness. Bane the Blunt.
Of course, they call these lindworms. Take a pick.
Yeah, well. Okay, folks. I owe you my life, friend. Another breath and I would have become worm fodder. The Duskwhite Lancer unleashed the fiends upon us, claiming it would temper our courage. You should have seen the look in his eye when he said it. Mad bastard! Where is he now? I think he headed off towards the North Shroud. Maybe in the direction of Fulgord Float? I can't say for sure. I was concentrating on the Scalekin at the time. If it's a reckoning you seek, you're like to be disappointed. Those of us who managed to outrun the worms will have already alerted the whalers. I dare say the Duskwhite is being held at Spear Point as we speak, begging for his worthless life in a puddle of his own piss. Serves the bastard right and all. Somehow, I don't think so.
No more Odin.
I'm just as happy. Nice brigands.
Yeah, my spelling is notoriously bad. How do I spell Erozia again?
Oh, well, I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
Not like that. And it looks like he got through Fulgord Float. And is headed down in here, no doubt.
There. Partially corrected, but, yeah. Not really.
And we have a
That's the
level
way-
36 side quest in the area, too. Yeah.
The reason why I was checking for Odin is this is also one of the spots he spawns.
Yeah, of course it would be. kept you. Helping her comrades, you say? Fool, you waste your pity on false friends. It was only a matter of time before they betrayed you. Just like those wretches who saw me imprisoned and exiled. I was once an upright citizen of Gridania and a man of the Lancers Guild. Yet life was not easy. For want of the coin to obtain the barest necessities, I conspired with my closest comrades to steal from the guild's coffers. The theft soon came to light, and though there were no suspects, it was clear that the deed had been perpetrated by someone within their ranks. An air of suspicion hung heavy over the guild from that day forth, until, at last, unable to bear the guilt, I convinced my accomplices to join me in confessing. Only for them to bite their craven tongues after I had stepped forward and admitted my part in the crime. And so it was that I alone took the blame. Of course it was the Duskwite, everyone said. Was there ever any doubt? It all made perfect sense. Despite my heartfelt pleas, my so-called friends denied any involvement. Instead, they called me vulgar names I do not care to repeat. Can you imagine the shock and anguish I felt at their betrayal? Would that I had had the strength to force the truth out of those traitors. Would that I had had the courage to escape my dungeon cell, even if it meant taking some hapless guard's life. Driven by vengeance and no small amount of self-loathing, I resolved to forge my courage anew. I strode into the lairs of ravenous fiends while drenched in blood. I put their helpless offspring to the spear, that I might face the unbridled fury of their kin. For my efforts, I have acquired the ultimate courage. A courage forged amidst danger and tempered by rage. I fear nothing. I am the greatest lancer that has ever lived.
No, you are not.
Yeah, not even close.
We know who the greatest lancer has ever lived, and you're not him.
Well, technically he's a dragoon, but yeah, the relation is, you know. Sole lancer worthy of the name. By defeating you, I will prove my courage. Keep using that word. I'm not sure it means what you think it means. Oh, that's impressive. When do we get that one?
Have you ever seen Faye use that?
No.
I think that's your answer.
But... Really? You mean without honor? To hell's with your honor. I fight for victory and I will stop at nothing to gain. So when do we get this again?
Have you ever seen Faye use it?
What's your point?
You don't.
but... Cool Ice Field. Literally. Impossible. My courage is absolute. No, come no closer. Great. Now I'm going to have to fight a giant version of him, aren't I?
No,
No?
no. He's lost.
So he's not a McFarlane character?
He is not a McFarland character.
He didn't have the angles for it.
No. You're not getting up that.
I was wondering.
You have to go around.
And around.
Yeah,
And
one
around some
thing
more.
that isn't quite touched on because a lot of people skip over it because they think it's just
That's
a sleight of hand for the area leveling is every now and then you'll come across these areas which are effectively rifts, like the one Fox just ran into or fell into. Those are actually churning rift void areas of ether
Yep.
that have no bottom.
Or at least none that you're ever going to find.
No, they've officially said there is no bottom. They actually stated in Heaven's Word. So yeah, portions of the world that technically don't exist, literally. And most of them tend to be around Gordania and going in towards Coerthus.
Mm-hmm.
Where the land just opens up to ether and nothing else. As I put my little tinfoil hat on, quick, my current theory is that those particular areas open up into other shards. This has been slightly confirmed doing the Namazu crafting quests.
Oh dear.
And the point of the connection with the Mazu only makes sense if you've also done the Kitari quest, or gathering quests in Shadowbringers. Yeah.
Right. So Fulks is no more. His was a tragic tale, and one that might have been so different. Had fate not dealt him such a cruel hand, he could well have commanded a place of honor within these halls. But it avails us not to dwell upon what might have been. It is enough that you are still with us, Lutonia. Lest you wonder about your final trial, there will be none. I have seen all I need to see. You have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that yours is a genuine courage. In recognition of this, I shall pass to you the secrets of Lance Charge, one of the most potent abilities in our arsenal. You are a Lancer in your own right now. There is not more I can teach you. From here onwards, it is up to you to seek out such challenges as will make you grow. Like attracts like, and the strong are drawn to strength. Just as I once knew for a certainty that I was destined to face the Lord of the Bramble Patch, so too will you find, or be found by, an adversary of equal worth.
Oh boy.
I don't like that thought.
Oh, we know where this is going.
Yeah. How many levels? None
About
can say
20?
what. Um, More like 40. None can say what fate will bring, but armed with your courage, there is naught you need fear. Keep close to your heart the lessons you've learned here, and go forth to blaze a new trail with spear in hand. And yeah, still show me the money. Say for a climax for the class quest, Pugilist probably has one fast. And there's my 31. Okay. Just about on time, and next week we can do New Year's and decide exactly how we want to handle getting the jobs for our 2 classes.
Sounds like a plan. So we want to call it here for the evening?
It's 11, so yes.
Okay, you all have a great night. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll try and work on some of the sound issues over the week. And we'll hopefully see you next weekend for more Heaven on High.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, all.
Good night, everyone.